me. Oh. Hello, collective. It's me again, your favorite psychic intuitive host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physicalness. Here on YouTube, we do psychic development with my very own spirit team, the Guild of the Golden Triangle. I'm a child psychic that just started developing her gift 4 years ago at 38, and I love it. It's so beautiful. It's such a great gift to be of service. It makes me truly emotionally fulfilled, and Spirit teaches me that by following what makes you feel emotionally good, not physically good, you will always be right all the time. And so I try to document my experience and my very own ascension process on TikTok, which you can go look at that if you'd like. But here we do psychic development. We're going to bring another message forward that Spirit wants you to know. Doing God's work, bringing God's messages forward. 1900s. 1900s, Spirit says. So just remember, you got to take what resonates, don't make it fit. We're reading energy, so it doesn't have genders. If it's not for you, that's okay. There's lots of other messages out there that will be for you. You got to use your discernment. Let it be your guide. If it feels right, then you know it's for you. If it doesn't feel right, then you can let it go. And this message is going to be for someone out there, so someone needs it. So we got to remember there's other people that might need this message if it's not for you, okay? So I really love doing the songs. The songs are so fun. I'm going to do another song. Spirit, please let me know. Oh, what did you say? Ghost is here. Ghost is here. Spirit, through song, please let me know what it is you want us to know. What messages you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boop. Give it to me. Give me your love. This doesn't have any lyrics, though. It says, give me your love. Give me your love. Let me see. Put your hands in the air for Courtney. Johnny, go crazy. Meet me at the Motel 6 making... Meet me at the Motel 6. Alright, let me look these lyrics up. Motel 6, Nick D. Lyrics for Motel 6, Nick D. Okay, let me see. Motel 6, Nick D. Meet me at the Motel 6 making love. All the things you do to me can't make it up. Regret the day I told you that that's all I want. I never even planned on King falling in love. Meet me at the Motel 6. Someone who might be having a little sneaky link. I think someone's having a sneaky link over here. I could give you body chills with a finger. Meet me at the park like 106. Give me your hand, the one I kiss. What? Yeah, I think someone may be doing a sneaky leak. Meet me at the park. Uh-oh. You don't know. You don't know what you done to me. Meet me at the Motel 6. I never even planned on King falling in love. So there's a couple people that are being sneaky. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Spirit said Ghost is here. Let's see. Let's look in this dream book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Spirit, what's going on with these sneaky links? Oh, meet me at the park, and I have outdoors. Garden park. So let's see. Someone who is trying to build a garden in a park. They may have someone who may be promiscuous, putting their gardens in a lot of parks. Someone whose man-made structures don't fit the natural world. They kind of need to be tamed. They may view sex as a way of relaxing, or they may They may view sex as some way to relax or tremble. They use sex as a way to relax. They are very sexual. It could be why they're cheating. They may have a sex addiction. They dream of planting their garden in places that appreciate them, but perhaps are a little mistrustful with that power. They have the ability to ignore you to feel like they have control. So this person might use breadcrumbing as a way of control because they're mistrustful, or they abuse their power. They use sex as an abuse of power. They'll like they'll make you think that they want your garden, or they want to plant their flowers in your garden, and then once they do, they feel like they have control over you, but they're mistrusting. They don't know how to trust. So, but they have a great power and ability to ignore you to feel like they have control. So it's somebody that will plant their garden and then be easily able to ignore you and not give you attention to make them feel like they have control because they have trust issues. And under that, I have cemetery, graveyard. Burial. Wrong. Okay. Spirit said. I don't know. I got you. So this is metaphorical. So because of this habit they have, they could possibly have developed a sex addiction, where they bury their symbols of loss and remembrance and involve themselves in uncommon places, so they don't have to think about so they don't have to have a death of something. Like, they always have to have someone ready. Like, if they're with somebody, they'll probably always have a side piece because they have a sex addiction, in case you don't want them anymore, or in case they mess up and you call them out, and now they have to call up their side piece. It's cuz they're afraid of being alone. They're afraid of not having control. They're afraid of people not wanting them. It's an abandonment wound. They're afraid of not being remembered. They're afraid of being lost. So they feel like they always have to have like a side piece or a sneaky link available in case you dismiss them or abandon them, basically. Um, so it may have to do with some abandonment wound with their family, or they may oftentimes find meaning in they they may often be in a state of a graveyard when it comes to their feelings. They don't know how to feel their feelings. They're in a dark, gloomy place full of broken, toppled headstones that put a death to their hopes and ambitions. They're in depression right now. They're in depression, so they use sex as a way to... Satanic. Oh, Spirit said satanic. Lauren could be satanic. This person could have possibly got a sex addiction from maybe dibble-dabbling in the boobity-bops. But they're in a state of depression now. There's a graveyard to their hopes and ambitions, but they have qualities that they feel like you dislike, or that they dislike about themselves, but they bury them deep. Especially when it's sunny. They don't know how to shine sun on their qualities that they like about themselves. They don't know how to tend to their adjustments or change or loss in their life. They can often look back to the past and feel sad. They live in the past. They often visit someone they know, where even though they dislike them, so they sleep with people they dislike because they feel like they have to, like it gives them the control because they don't like themselves. But they're trying to confirmation.
Kill you.
Spirit said kill you. What they're trying to teach themselves something and to not let the memory of themselves die and to perhaps forgive themselves. So this person cheats because they have depression, because they have a sex addiction that they developed possibly doing magic, and now they have to always be having some kind of intimate relationship to feel like they're in control. All right, let's find out what's going on. Let's see if we can help. How can we help? How can we help this person with their sex addiction? Let's give them a higher perspective of their linear view and see if we can help them understand their emotions. How can we help, Spirit? What do you have to say? How can we help? Who's the biggest tease? This person may find, yeah, it's just like I said before, this person likes the honeymoon stage of relationships. They like, it makes them feel loved, so they could come lethal. Spirit says it's lethal to them. It's something that really holds them back from developing themselves in a positive way because they like to feel adoration. They like to feel wanted. They like to feel needed because they have an abandonment wound. So they really like the first um, encounter with people, when you first meet them and you're getting to know them, and they like that feeling that you get when you first meet someone. So they can often they can come across as a tease because once they sleep with you, once they plant their flowers in your garden, they ignore you. So that we have a player here. We got a player. 1111. We got a player. Who is most likely to accidentally commit tax fraud? Yeah, this person might often pretend to be people they're not or something they're not in order to gain the trust of their conquests. I don't want to say conquests because then that sounds like they're collecting them. They're doing this more to fill a void. They're doing this more because they feel inadequate about themselves. They do it because they want to feel loved, basically. They do it because they want to feel loved. If your life were a Broadway musical, what would the opening number look like? So they kind of have like a certain doll, yeah. They have like a certain pattern or presentation that they push forward whenever they meet someone new. It's kind of like their MO, they could possibly lay it on thick in the beginning and to get the in and it's kind of like a Broadway musical. It's like their song and dance. It's something that they're used to doing. It's become a habit. It's mentally become a pattern. So they're finding it hard to kind of, I guess, stop the pattern. Stop the pattern. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful to you. I love you all. Spirit loves you. It's my honor to be of service, to use my psychic gift for good. And I hope it helps. This player, I told you we're talking about a player. This player on each side must show everyone how they would look while bungee jumping. So this person could they're an attention whore. They need to have attention to feel validated. They need to feel, it's the way that they think validates them because they don't feel good about themselves. They feel bad for them. This person has low self-esteem, but we did make an episode on Spirit News about sex and energy. When you share your sexual energy with a lot of people, you end up becoming very distorted in your energy field, and you can often absorb other people's emotional states, depression, anxiety, even their traumatic wounds, and you can, thank you, and you can often end up acting out of that place and you wouldn't even know because it's affecting you on a non-physical, energetic level. So if this person is promiscuous and jumping from person to person trying to fill a void, they're actually making the void bigger because they're absorbing strangers' things. They don't, they're not, they obviously don't read energy. So you don't know what someone's been through. You don't know what someone's going through. You don't know what someone's energetic field is at. And you really have to be mindful of that when you sleep with someone. We talk about that in Spirit News on Spotify if you want to know more about sex and energy. If you were an office supply, what would it be and why? I want to say they'd be a Xerox copier because um, they keep on doing the same thing expecting a different result. They keep on copying the same actions over and over again expecting a different result. Ooh, I'm kind of feeling their energy. I'm going to clear it. Ooh, yeah, they feel a little empty right now. They may have when you're promiscuous, if you sleep with that many people, you can give all your sexual energy away, and it can make you feel really empty. What this person should do is have celibacy. Try to practice celibacy to build their sexual energy up again, because every time they have sex, they get drained. They get drained, and then they feel really depressed. They should try their best to practice celibacy. Oh, this card's not supposed to be in there. Hey, want to come over? My mom's making her famous PB&Js. Yeah, they're going to have to find another way to cope. They're going to have to find another way to cope. Maybe, hang out with your family more. Maybe talk about your problems more. Maybe to your mom or somebody instead of reacting when you feel that emotional emptiness. You have to do something that makes you feel good emotionally to cope with what you're going through, because if you go and do the same thing you're doing and sleep with another person, you're just going to make it bigger and bigger. Who is most likely to have a live, laugh, love sign in their home? Yeah, like I just said, this person is in a hole of depression. Spirit says when you're in a hole of depression, you have to clear your field. This person could meditate. This person could go outside for a walk, go into nature. They have to learn how to focus on what they want, not what they don't want. And Spirit says they definitely shouldn't be going out and finding anything in someone else because they're just wasting their sexual energy. It's making it worse. When did you fail at something that at first seemed super easy? So this player may have found it very easy to plant their flowers in people's gardens. It's something that comes easy to them. Health. It's something that's affecting their health now, though. It's actually affecting their health, Spirit said. So it's something that they want to stop doing. It can't keep going on like this. It's just going to make them more sick. It might have been easy in the past, but at what cost? What cost is it to keep doing it? If it's going to affect your health now and your mental health. Have you ever been caught masturbating? Yeah, this person has a sex addiction. So they may need to get therapy or go seek some outside external sources for help. There's always, lots of outlets for us to Google and look up now because we have the internet. So this person really needs to try to withhold from needing to always orgasm. Basically, they find orgasming or having that kind of stimulus soothing for them, but they need to find a new way to soothe themselves because it's not working. Describe the most awkward situation you've ever experienced. If their health is being affected, they could possibly be experiencing some kind of erectile dysfunction or vaginal dysfunction, maybe a lack of feeling down there, or maybe they can't get it up. You got to put it where it resonates. but this person their health is going down because of it. And it could be affecting their performance.
Sickness.
Yeah, Spirit said sickness. So health, sickness, this is starting to affect them on a physical level. And Spirit says they need to stop. Role. They need to know their role.
15.
When was the last time you threw a tantrum? Spirit says 15. This person may have the emotional maturity of a 15-year-old. Maybe something happened to them at 15 that kind of paused them in their emotional development. And they may have used this as a 15-year-old to overcome or to cope with certain things, and they just never learned another coping mechanism. So Spirit says it's time to kind of grow up, to play a different role, to learn new ways to cope that are a little healthier. Have you ever had to hide a hickey? Yeah, this person's sex addiction could have possibly they've cheated. They're, like the song says, the sneaky link. They're sneaking around. They're cheating. It's affecting their health. They could bus. They could potentially be having erectile dysfunction or vaginal dysfunction. The player on each side must show their best model walk. You choose the winner. They gotta walk the walk. They have to choose a different path. They have to realize that this isn't gonna work going forward. It's not gonna gain anything positive. It's just gonna keep a dog. It's like a dog with a bone. They keep on. They're like a child. Yes, they're like a child. They have to get out of this mindset that they have to do it this way. They have to be willing to try other things, maybe be more open, because this person has a sex addiction. Who would be more likely to cheat on a test? This person can't be in a relationship because they always cheat, because they do have a sex addiction. They have to admit this to themselves, because otherwise they won't be able to have a relationship or any fulfilling relationship, because you can't cheat on every person you're with. Video. The player on each side must show everyone their flirty smile. They have to stop being such a flirt. They have to stop being such an attention whore. They have to realize that that's not the kind of attention you want. There's other ways to get attention that are more positive, that you can focus on. This person has to heal. How can we help this person heal? Who's the clumsiest? They may have they have a distorted view of themselves. They may have thoughts that they often repeat to themselves, that they're not worthy, that they don't have any talents, that they don't have anything to offer, but that's not true. Everyone has something special that only they can do, their own personality, their own individuality. It all matters. It's all valid. It's all important. You can't this person keeps telling themselves that they don't have anything to offer, because they need to have some celibacy. I bet you anything, if they didn't have sex for a week or two, they would gain some of their vital force back, and it would start lifting them up again, and they'd get motivation, they get ambition, all of that. I bet you anything. Who would uproot their life and start over at a moment's notice? This person has an unhealthy habit of thinking that starting over will fix their problem, but really the pattern just repeats with every person they start over with. And it will repeat until they break the cycle. You know, one thing that helped for me for breaking patterns is breathing exercises, the Joe Dispenza breathing meditation, and using gratitude, as a way to reprogram the body and the mind. This person needs to reprogram themselves, because they've been doing this since 15. They're probably an adult now. What's your favorite characteristic about yourself? Yeah, they're going to have to start doing some self-discovery. They're going to have to start asking themselves, what's my most favorite characteristic? Instead of saying, what is my least favorite characteristic? They have to start talking better about themselves to themselves because they can't rely on people outside of themselves to always lift them up. They have to be their own cheerleader. They have to learn how to be their own cheerleader. What story from your life comes to mind when you hear brave? Yeah, it's going to take some effort on their part. It's going to take some work. It's going to take some focus. It's not going to be easy because you're literally clearing a pattern, a cycle that you've done for a while, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. And it looks like Spirit really wants this person to do this. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking about it. We're getting a higher perspective of someone who has toxic patterns to help them, and it's definitely possible. It is. What song has significance in your life? If this person is influenced by music and music is something that makes them feel good emotionally, then they should definitely use music as a way to cope. Maybe they can write music, maybe they can make a beat, maybe they can dance, maybe they can just listen to new music to help them explore their feelings. That's a way that Spirit is suggesting for this person to cope and to practice celibacy. Judgment. This person's very judgmental.
In your house.
In your house, Spirit says this person's very judgmental. They could possibly stay in the house a lot. Maybe they need to get out in nature more. They need to get outside and get some fresh air. Whose apology are you still waiting for? They could have hurt somebody they care about, someone significant to them, and or maybe someone hurt them and they're expecting an apology. But Spirit said communicate earlier. They need to communicate if they want to express that they are waiting for an apology. Otherwise, how does someone know? Or they're the ones who are cheating with a sex addiction. They may have to communicate this to somebody significant to them. What song has significance in your life? Someone who's a muse to them, maybe someone who helps them feel more creative, gives them ambition and motivation. They may have to apologize to someone to start this healing journey. Who is more likely to get cold feet at a wedding? This person. Oh, I see a cardinal. Thank you, Spirit. This person is afraid to apologize for something that their sex addiction got them in trouble for. Spirit, who do they want to apologize to? Who has the longest record for not showering? Yeah, they want to wash clean. They want to wash clean something. They want something. They know they messed up because of their sex addiction. There may be actually a relationship or a significant other that they have that they may have cheated on. But they see this person as their muse, I'm getting. What else, Spirit? How can we help? How can we get this person a higher perspective of their linear view? How can we help? Tell us about a time you felt like a new kid, like the new kid. Oh, this person's on a healing journey. I feel so bad for them. I feel bad and I'm excited for them. Spirit is challenging them to take this on. Most likely to take this on. They're saying you can do this. You're going to feel brand new. You're going to feel like a new person. You can be someone else. You can change. You don't have to keep living this way, living from person to person, bouncing around, looking for validation outside of yourself. You don't have to do that. Have you ever witnessed a miracle? I told you. Have you ever witnessed a miracle? Spirit is behind this person 100%, backing them up, ready to witness a miracle. This person's healing could be the miracle they need. When was a time you went all out and treated yourself? This person needs to focus on themselves. They may possibly distract themselves by taking care of others or putting their effort into others to seek validation from people outside of themselves. But they need to start going within and treating themselves, saying nice things to themselves, saying how awesome they are. You have to be your own cheerleader. You have to be you have to be your number one fan. You have to do that for yourself, and because you can't always expect everyone to fill you up that way. It won't be fulfilling. It won't be satisfying. It'll be fleeting. How can we help? What else? How can we help? What's your most irrational fear? This person.
Stop here.
Okay. Spirit said to stop here after this.
Follow.
This person fears failing.
Radio.
Spirit said radio. There's someone bumping their music. Spirit says this person fears failing. They fear that they're going to do the work and then fail again. But you can't be afraid of that, because what if you do the work and you don't fail? It's a 50-50 chance. So you have to try. You can't just not try because you're afraid that, you'll do all the work and it won't work. If you do the work, it's gonna work. Spirit's saying, have you ever witnessed a miracle? But you have to believe that it's gonna work. You can't tell yourself, I don't want to start it because I'm afraid of blank. That's a limiting belief form. You have to say, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm going to try. And I'm open to what comes to me. And I'm excited about the future. You have to speak abundantly to yourself. You have to leave it open-ended. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I'm open to whatever comes to me. I don't know what it looks like to be healed, but I want it to feel, I want it to make me feel emotionally full. You have to be like a generalized intention.
1940s.
And so if this person wants to get through this, they're going to just have to take that first step forward.
Documents.
And I would just start at celibacy. Just try to find a different way to cope when you get that feeling of wanting to have validation because you feel bad about yourself, confirmation. Read a book or go outside or play with your kids or do something that makes you feel good. Take a shower. Taking a spirit bath really helps to remove negative emotions that you might be feeling and to put them down the drain. There's lots of other things to do than to just bounce around having sex with random people.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, Spirit says. Spirit said to stop here, so I hope that helps. I love you guys. See you on the next one.